So they've won all 3 matchups by plus 26. They've actually kind of handled the San Antonio Spurs this year. Dwight and Tim Duncan ready to go. You saw James Harden in civvies. He's out with a left thumb injury. And Dwight Howard off to a bad start.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say it's a bad start from the standpoint. Look where he's catching the ball. He's catching it in the sweet spot for a center. He's just hadn't been able to convert. But those type of opportunities, if he keep getting those type of shots, he will have a big night.
Then it's Jeff Ayers to Tim Duncan. Dunking on the baseline. 21-6 San Antonio.
Well, San Antonio jumped out on Houston early. They didn't let Houston get out in transition because when you do, the Rockets can convert very easily and very quickly out in transition.
Jeremy Lamb was inserted into the starting lineup for James Harden. He had a game, and we watched Tim Duncan going to work on Howard.
Well, it's amazing. Tim Duncan, the better competition he plays against, the better he raises his game and play against the better team. It's just amazing how the San Antonio Spurs have this mental block when it comes to beating teams that are better than them.
Duncan finished with 12 and 14. Tim Duncan kind of moving Duncan out of the way.
Well, ain't no defense for that. When we talk about the sweet spot Dwight Howard is getting, he's not going to miss those easy shots like that.
Those were Dwight Howard's first points of the game, and at halftime it was San Antonio by 7. This is Patrick Beverley with the steal and the layup. Rockets within 2, and then Dwight Howard working against Diaw, slamming it in his face.
Well, again, we talked about this earlier. Look at the deep post-up position Dwight Howard is getting against Tim Duncan, and when he gets that deep, it's just a matter of time before he starts hurting.
Manu Ginobili throws it down, but on the play injures his hamstring. He would leave and not return.
Well, that's one of those things where Manu was feeling pretty good, but after he completed that monstrous dunk, then Father Time grabbed him and said, "Hold on, Manu."
And then, speaking of hold him, the hack a Howard strategy in effect, and Greg Popovich has deployed this strategy a lot with varying degrees of success.
Yeah, it's worked in the past, but Dwight Howard has figured out over the years, all he has to do is convert one free throw to stop that type of attack.
Dwight went 10 of 16 from the free throw line in the third. Jeremy Lin, the and one. He would make the free throw. Houston up 11. Lin had 18 and 8. Spurs go on an 11-3 run.
Yeah, I mean, Boris Diaw is doing a great job getting deep post-up position, keeping the ball alive, battling in there. Again, anytime you get offensive rebounds and kick it out to that guy, Marco Bellinelli, that's when the threes come.
And we got a 2-point game with under 2 minutes to go. Then Aaron Brooks, the miss. Watch Dwight fight for that rebound and dunk it. Houston up 4.
Well, that's an opportunity where you would like to try to foul him, but Dwight Howard gets that ball and he goes back up too quickly before the San Antonio Spurs can wrap him up. He's a basket.
Under a minute to go. Rockets up 4. Jeremy Lin, step back, high off glass, and that's your dagger.
Well, he took Tony Parker deep. Tony Parker played good defense, but again, that fadeaway step back jump shot by Jeremy Lin, who played well, being inserted into the starting lineup. 18 points for the Houston Rockets, 8 assists. Big win for the Rockets.
So the Houston Rockets get their 30th win of the year against 17 losses. San Antonio falls to 33 and 12 as they lose back-to-back games for the first time all season.